Hello. Back from a 24-day journey.
Speak up.
Back from a 24-day journey through Northern Europe, Iceland, Scotland, the North Sea, and the islands, including the island of Iona for me. Wonderful people. We met so many people, so many wonderful people. And we're here in Charles de Gaulle, Paris. So it's almost this swirl coming back from the last time in Angoulême to now. And we're here. We can check in, literally check in.
It's been a really challenging journey for me. Scotland was a lot of paranormal experiences. I had a lot of anxiety, panic attacks, just freaky, feeling like you're melting down just for no reason. Like, remember the movie Ghostbusters, and they were like joking about, do you have feelings of dread in your basement or attic? Well, for certain people who've been through massive life-altering traumas and who've been heavily medicated for 45 years and now I'm gradually titrating down off this gabapentin pharmaceutical, trying to find the right level to maintain and function, because my body has been continuously either on alcohol, cannabis, or this GABA since I was 15. And it's the amygdala. It's the reptilian part of our brain, which is fight, flight, or freeze, that was heavily damaged in that plane crash and fire that I was in, where I lost my dad. And so it's been a hell of a journey to this point, and it's not been easy. And God bless Joelle, man. She's so tolerant when I freak out and I have my meltdowns, and I have tapping, I have accelerated evolution processes, solo universal. I have trying everything I can, breathing, chanting, meditating. The one thing I wasn't able to do on this trip was adequately exercise. It's very difficult when you're traveling to collect yourself and focus on diet, hydration, rest, exercise, meditation. It takes all of that, and it's certain elements just go by the wayside when you're traveling through different time zones, when you're around tons of strange people and you're picking up on all their vibes. I don't even know what's going on in the world, but I know a lot is going on because I don't watch the news. I've got enough 24/7 CNN happening in my psychic world just by myself. I don't need to tune into the fear and the destruction and the genocide and the terrorism and the frickin' whatever else is going on in the world. It's just a full-time job to be in my body and function.
Yeah, it's a full-time job.
Bless you,
I'm
Joelle.
just the accompanying traveler who's still a pain in the ass when it comes to traveling.
You're not a pain.
Stopping to take pictures.
She's wonderful, man. She's awesome.
And you know, schlepping my big bag and things like that. But it's worked out. It's worked out. We're back, and we've learned so much. And what I've learned has to do with that sense of just wholeness, and just wherever you go, whatever you do, have a sense of like what's your energy and what's not your energy, so that you don't just take things that are not like Jim will have a breakdown and will be like an anxiety attack, like literally earlier in the Edinburgh airport, or like shout in the street because it's just unbearable. The paranormal activity, or this is just so unbearable. And while I hold the space, I'm not taking it for my energy, and I'm not taking whatever is entering his space for my energy either. So I try not to be porous, let's say, but it's also a time of being very flexible because you're traveling. So you're traveling and you're discovering new foods, and the food in Scotland is just like, was good because grounding. You know?
My ancestors I've met people who I've known in past lives, and it's so obvious, and you just like, you can only talk for so long, then you got to walk away and just breathe, because all these memories flood you of who you were with them and what was going on. And there were so many wars with so many clans, and they were just butchering each other for centuries in this part of the world, man. William Wallace, Braveheart, right? I was walking past the tomb of his mother in Edinburgh, and it was like, you can only take so much. Certain people just, hum, everything's cool. I'm not tourist on holiday, drinking ale. I don't drink, smoke, or do drugs, man. I don't do nothing. I'm feeling everything for the first time in my adult fucking life. Right. And it's a big adjustment, man, when you're used to just tanking yourself on vodka and heavily dosing with the cannabis, just being totally medicated all my adult life. And now I'm not, and I'm feeling reality on fucking reality's terms. And it's a painful, chaotic world, man. This world is full of pain and grief. Now, a lot of it's my own, of course, and I cop to that, because we can't experience anything outside of ourselves unless we've already got it in us. That goes for positive traits that we admire in others, and it goes for the things we want to criticize people for. If you spot it, it means you got it.
Right.
So that goes for everything you can perceive in reality. You can't even see anything unless you've got it inside you first. We create reality from within our own consciousness. And we move through the world projecting a 3D movie that we're the stars in. We are the live improv actors in our own movies. And we don't know what the hell's going to happen next. Nobody knows what's going to happen. I'm an astrologer for 30 years, man, and I don't know the next 5 minutes. I can look at the transits. Like today, Saturn is stationing retrograde in my 12th house in Pisces. I'm a Capricorn. Saturn is my ruling planet. She has a Capricorn rising. We're both feeling this Saturn stopping in the sky.
Not a small thing, but
it's a huge shift.
Notice it's time to
rest. I'm so fatigued,
come back inward and rest.
I'm so fatigued, man. I'm just burnt to a crisp. I could sleep for a
when I left you, you could stay in your own space.
I stayed in my own little room for a week in Edinburgh. I didn't go anywhere. I just needed to.
We also had a big cold from.
Yeah, I had the flu, man. I was wiped out, sick as a dog. I can't remember the last time I was that sick.
We toured Inverness and
Loch Ness.
We got a Loch Ness cold.
Freaking Loch Ness.
It wasn't half of it. But on the upside, over there, we got to see some really cool.
Oh yeah. The people are lovely, man. They're beautiful, sweet people, man. There's so much love here too. It's not all trauma and crisis.
No,
but for me, it's
so
just
love. Yeah.
it's hard, man. It's both and. It's one of each. It's all of the above.
Yeah,
it's everything. It's just life.
Yeah, and when you take off from your pharmacopoeia or from your level of coping mechanisms, you take some of these layers off, you're raw. So you feel so much. So you feel everything, but you feel the hard stuff.
It's my lifeline. My freaking survival, man. God bless Big Pharma. I am alive thanks to Big Pharma. I know people don't like to hear that, but I need that shit. So I take it. Because I couldn't stay here if I didn't. Yeah, and that's the brutal truth, man.
That's the solution that has been.
So this is a message to all my friends who suffer with mental illness, and it's growing exponentially since the pandemic. The numbers are off the frickin' charts with mental health issues around the planet. Suicides are at an all-time high and growing. It's not funny. It's a terrible, terrifying feeling. So. Take your meds if you need them. Exercise, hydrate, rest, do your chanting, do your tapping, do your solo universal, whatever tools you've got in your toolkit, man, get that stuff out and work the hell out of it.
No matter what.
No matter what. We gotta hang on, man.
No matter what.
We gotta keep on keeping on. I've come too far to give up now, man. I'm committed to the bitter end.
Yeah.
To the end, man.
Yeah.
It's serious shit.
right?
Living is a hell of a thing, man. So anyway.
So next time we'll do something more positive and with constructive, just kind of information about what we did experience, because the good, the bad, and the ugly, when you're raw, it's a soup. But you feel everything. The good, the
pretty good.
bad, the ugly, right?
That's pretty good, man.
Yeah.
Aho.
Very good.
Aho.
All right.
Love and appreciation to our dear friends, colleagues, mentors, teachers, healers, guides, gurus.
Yeah, we made it.
Brothers and sisters on the path. We're all in this together. We love you.
We made it back.
We made it back. All is well. We're still here. We're still going, man.
Yeah. In a way, you went for a 12th house exploration, and you're back. Like,
I'm back.
You know, like Jules Verne.
This will be a hell of a chapter in my book. I'm working on a book about everything, man.
Yeah.
The whole... There's so much to share, and I pray that it'll be of some help to others. Because this life is meant to uplift and inspire and contribute to the greater good. That's what we're here for.
Yeah.
We're here to become self-realized.
Yeah.
We're here to reconnect with our divine source, and we're here to shine our light through the chaos.
What was it like last time? Yesterday, this taxi driver, he thanked you profusely for sharing a little bit of Jim's wisdom. Even though they're not from the same faith, he accepted some of what Jim was saying to them.
He was a Muslim from Kashmir in Pakistan, and today he hugged me when he dropped us off at the airport in Edinburgh, and he said, "I want to be your student. Will you be my teacher?"
Yeah,
and I said, "Assalamu alaikum." I said, "Allah is great, brother." And then he said, "Allah." He's a Muslim. And then I said, "Hare Krishna." Mother Mary, Magdalene, the whole family is working together. We're all working together, man.
Yeah.
So, get in there.
We did well, also just sharing our gifts. So that's kind of like the end of the thing, where we go somewhere, we're takers. That's the general rule. Like when you're a tourist, pretty much you're a taker. But it felt like, especially with the groups that we were in, but also other people that we met, there was a level of, hey, here I can give that. Here I can be that way. I can contribute that way. Or here my gifts can be used. Like here, maybe they'd like to hear that. You know, maybe they'd like to hear the latest transit. You know, I was on the Isle of Iona for the full moon, and after the seminar at sea with Molly McCord, and her seminar was on astrology, it felt almost like the astrology that did go through my awareness was ready to ripen, was ready to actually be shared. Be shared on a personal basis, on a one-on-one basis. So what did I do?
She gave some readings.
Yes!
They were blown away by her prowess.
And it was the full moon.
Full moon in Capricorn.
All right. But in my 11th house of like the big picture and, you know, communities. And so I was with a community of women, of very powerful women.
Christy Williamson, Jennifer McGregor.
Yeah.
We love you.
And I also considered, and I was also kind of seeing, as both of us, we come into the astrologers, we come into our own as astrologers. So, food for thought. That's what traveling can do sometimes too. It can kind of reveal yourself to yourself.
Astrology is one lens, one facet on a beautiful jewel with thousands of cut facets, and you turn the jewel and you look through a different angle of vision in each facet, whatever it is, the shamanistic traditions, the martial arts, Zen Buddhism, Celtic, druids, numerology, tarot, astrology. Keep turning those facets. You can look through a million different windows to the same beautiful living force of which we're all a part. Yep. We are life force. We are eternal sparks of consciousness. And we're all on a journey of conscious evolution.
And we're here to help each other.
We're here to help each other.
However little, however big.
Be real, say what you feel, and heal. And then get out and share and contribute. And then come back and heal some more. And it's just an ongoing cycle of cycles within cycles within cycles. Breathing in and out. Connecting with the breath. So grateful.
Yeah.
So grateful.
So is that positive?
Yeah, of course it's all positive. We're just being real, man. You got to be authentic.
Sag says to Capricorn, was it positive?
She's ruled by Jupiter. I'm ruled by Saturn, right? Jupiter is expansive and Saturn's contracting. You need to breathe in and breathe out. We got it all, man. Anyway, onward and upward.
Yes.
We love you. Sending gratitude to everyone because we've been loved into being. We all need each other, man. I am simultaneously the eternal student, the observer, the witness, sometimes the teacher, sometimes just hanging on by my nails, just hanging on.
Yeah.
But I'm learning so much. And the further on I go, the less I know. So it's very humbling. Aho. Love you, babe.
Love you.
Take such good care.